Exactly. Thank you very much. Hello there, Kennedy, with Warren Cuccurullo and John Taylor of Duran Duran. Did you ever meet Jane Fonda and thank her for Barbarella?
Never did.
Never?
Nick did, actually.
What did he say to her? Did he embrace her and say, love the aerobics? Jane?
I don't know. I think they exchanged telephone numbers.
This is before Ted.
Scandal, scandal. Oh, okay.
This is pre-Ted.
BT.
Yeah. So the album is, it's so diverse, but there's no Latin. Can you explain?
We had a little bit of Latin on our last record. Look, we took songs from only 2 countries on this record. You know, on our last album, we had a collaboration with a legendary Brazilian artist, Milton Nascimento.
There you go.
Which was, you know, it's a Latin thing, and he's really an amazing composer. But on this record, it just seemed like we only picked songs from England and America. Well, we could have. There's so much great music in the world.
Around the world.
Yeah, but as far as diversity goes, every album we make, even if it's, as you can see, even if it's not our own songs, there's always going to be a lot of different styles on it.
But that's the beauty of life.
That's the beauty of
Monotony, boring. John, let me ask you this. Were there any
What's the
songs?
grossest thing you ever put in your mouth?
No, that's much later, darling.
Oh, sorry.
John, are there any songs that you really wanted to get on the album, like any personal favorites that they just didn't listen to? They said, nope, sorry.
I think we talked about doing the Sex Pistols EMI at one time. It would have been neat to have that on. I'd like to have a Roxy Music song. I'd like to have done Virginia Plain.
Yeah. Because you said that Brian Ferry and David Bowie were...
Yeah, well, it's amazing that there isn't a Bowie song on the record, actually, because it was kind of important.
Because Pinups, isn't that what inspired you to do?
Yeah, Pinups and These Foolish Things. Those were the Brian Ferry's record, These Foolish Things. You know, when we were teenagers, they were both kind of important records. But I think we're going to do I hope we're going to do another one. Already planning the sequel, but you know, it seems like something we enjoyed doing it, and I think it's something we should do again.
But it took how long? I heard
it took a long time, but we were on the road at the same time.
Yeah.
You know?
And you had to go from studio to studio, country to country.
It was hell. I don't know how we did it.
But well worth it, like labor.
Yeah,
Seems like 9
work.
hours of hell, but then you have a little baby. Woo! All right, well, this is your baby.
These are adopted babies. These ones, actually. You know?
You are just the sayer of smart things, Mr. Man. All right.
Mr. Man, you sound like somebody out of Misery.
There, we've got more with Duran Duran, and up next we have Urge Overkill, doing a cover of one of their favorite songs. Next. Well, it's exceptional to be speaking with Simon Le Bon and Nick Rhodes of Duran Duran. I never thought I would get here.
No.
No?
No, we didn't either.
No, I didn't.
We were very shocked, actually, when they told us Kennedy, we said.
No, we want Bill Bellamy.
We didn't say that.
we actually requested Kurt Loder, but...
Kurt Loder.
Kurt Loder.
I always screw up his name because he's such an icon to me. And you would be surprised at the people. I'm sure. Are you ever surprised by the people who are your fans? Like Courtney Love and Hole, they just did an Unplugged, and they did Hungry Like the Wolf.
So you must have seen it.
Yeah, we were there. It was so cool. I mean, they did it live in concert, and then they did it for the Unplugged thing, and it was great. It's going to be a really good Unplugged. So, but do you like that? Do you like a woman like Courtney, a thrasher and a basher?
Yeah. Yeah, of course. Yeah, absolutely. We're looking proud to her for doing what she does, and it's great for us to have like a different angle on our stuff.
Yeah, because you just put so many different angles on other people's stuff.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Now, has your fan base, has the age of your fan base changed? Because when I was in 7th grade, I had a poster on my wall, and my friends, I used to get in arguments over who was cuter in Duran Duran. But now, do you find that since you're reaching a whole new audience with this MTV exposure that you had, and more exposure that you're going to have with this album?
Yeah, of course. I mean,
is it older? Is it broader? Is it?
Yeah, it's much broader. I mean, I think Ordinary World did a lot to, you know, cross it over into a lot of different people that weren't into us maybe in the 80s at all.
Yeah.
And, you know, we saw from the gigs we did in America during '92 and '93 that the audience really was just included just about everybody now, which is great. I mean, all we really want to do is communicate.
Well,
with people.
both your like big MTV hits here in America, Come Undone and Ordinary World. I mean, they were really universal songs.
Yeah.
Like, you know, they weren't New Kids on the Block. And all
Incidentally, I went around the whole 1984 world tour with a picture of Nick Rhodes inside my suitcase.
You weren't alone. So did I.
Now, are you guys worried about any criticism that you're going to get from this? Like,
I don't think. I mean,
for this album?
Doing a covers album like this is really sticking your neck out, and we are going to get criticised for it. And when we made the decision to do it, we knew that we would have to face criticism, and we decided...
I don't mind if we get criticised this time. I'm just going to say, hey, we didn't write the songs. You know, it's not our fault.
That's right.
And the other thing is, if people criticise them, that means they definitely have listened to the album.
That's good.
Which is good.
Very good. Just keep them talking. And we're going to be talking more with Duran Duran, so stay here. And coming up next, we have PJ Harp on the way as the nation continues. All right, we're here with Nick and Simon from Duran Duran talking about their album. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you to the bands who wrote these lovely songs.
Thank you for the great music, actually. And thank you to everybody else for the great job that we've got.
Sure.
Yeah.
Thanks for Ball of Confusion. What's your favorite song on the album?
My favourite song on the album, I would have to say, right now, at this moment in time, you can tell I'm stalling, can't you? Crystal Ship Today.
Yeah, that's a really good version of that. What about you? What do you like?
Changes by the day, really. I mean, Perfect Day, I suppose, overall, because I think, you know, that was a song that particularly meant a lot to me.
Yeah.
And that whole period of music, the Transformer album.
Yeah.
And I think we nailed it. You know, it's a good version.
911 is a joke is a really powerful one, actually. Because we didn't try and do a hip-hop version.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's just kind of like it's a bluesy.
But that's why it's cool, because you completely personalize a song that you know is so set, and you know, Public Enemy is like, it's just hip-hop. You know,
right.
You know, so many people love it.
And it's a really important message, you know, and it's got to be said again and again and again.
Yeah.
And that's one of the reasons we chose that and Ball of Confusion and White Lines, you know, because the message in the music is so strong.
Well, speaking of which, on the way we still have Sarah McLachlan and Belly, but right now here's Duran Duran's cover of White Lines off of Fake. Ed Kennedy with John Taylor and Warren Cuccurullo from Duran Duran. So there were so many Taylors at one time, and
they had to go.
None of you were related, huh?
No, none of us were related.
That is so bizarre. That just doesn't make sense.
Yes, it is bizarre. No, it doesn't make sense.
But thank the good Lord in heaven that for this record, thank you, you got back together with Roger Dodger.
Yeah.
Roger the Hodgepodge. How was that? Nice working with him after 10 years?
Yeah, it was. We did a video for Perfect Day last week, and just to have him on the set, and I was watching on the monitor, I was watching them film him, and it was really moving. For me, it was anyway, and we embraced and did sort of manly things afterwards and said how wonderful it was.
That's not on film, though.
To be working.
Didn't make it to the video. And
we were talking about how long it had been, and it was actually A View to a Kill was the last thing he'd done, and it was 10 years since that. And when somebody said 10 years, I thought, 10 years? Jesus, what have I been doing in those 10 years? Jesus, what have you been doing in 10 years? You know, what is he?
Yeah, we had him there from 9 a.m. till 2.
Wow.
And he was the first guy to complain. I mean, the first guy, when are we going to get on?
Yeah, the wife's at the hotel.
When do they serve food, you know?
So you can tell he's been away from it for a while.
Oh, that's so awesome. Do you ever talk to Andy?
Yeah. Yeah, I've been working with Andy, actually, lately.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, he's good.
That's nice. Now let's get on a totally different subject. Since this is an album of covers, did you have to get permission from... Obviously, you needed to get permission. Was it difficult getting clearance from any of these bands? Or?
I don't think you need to get permission to cover people's songs.
You don't?
No.
Unless you're going to fundamentally change the arrangement or use portions of said song.
Oh, wow. I thought you had to get permission. So
it's not like we sampled it.
Yes. See, now, I would think, as a layperson, that for sampling, like, sure, go ahead and use it, but, like, the whole song, no way.
Layperson.
I won't touch that one. No, I mean, we would be thrilled if, you know, somebody like Garth Brooks would do one of our songs. You know?
Maybe, let's call him.
It's a bank kind of thing, you know, something your bank manager enjoys when somebody comes.
Good hats.
Yeah.
Maybe you could get him into some Vivienne Westwood. You never know. Possibilities are endless. Stay here.
I think so.
More conversations with Duran Duran, and that's it. We're leaving now. You have to go.
Well, we have a photo session.
Oh, of course. Are you in Vivienne Westwood clothing? Are you going on tour at all?
No, but we're doing the Hard Rock Hotel opening
in Las
Vegas, and we have a 30-minute set together, so we can do little impromptu little things. But we're in the middle of recording our next album.
Oh, exciting! When's that going to come out?